How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Steinsgate, Linear Bounded Phenogram. And the last time we were here, we're getting this nice, lovely, almost suspiciously lovely introduction to everything. So a quick wrap up. We know that Okabe has full access to D-mails and the time leap machine, fully functional. He's using them to become Akihabara's masked, like, Batman, except he's Alpaca Man, which is the greatest thing ever. He has used this power to save Ferris and Mayuri, who are about to be kidnapped. He's also used it to help Na get her hands on a game and prevent a scalper, who turned out to be 4 degrees Celsius, my all-time least favorite character, from doing so. And so, yeah. There's a lot of holes going on so far that I'm trying to account for. For instance, how on earth does he have the D-mail and the time leap machine, and yet nothing seems wrong? Just doesn't seem very, like, it doesn't seem right. What world line are we in? I don't know. It seems most like the Alpha world line with Mayuri here, but I feel like Suzuha made a direct reference to Kurisu, and we have the other problem, the fact that she hasn't talked to Okabe in this world line about being a time traveler. So what's going on? I don't even know. 4 degrees Celsius also like died to dash and ran out, and Suzuha actually like chased after him. So I don't know if she's gonna get in trouble or not. Is that gonna be the next thing that leads us to do a time leap? I have no idea. But for now, we're just out and on the town with Daru. So, I guess, hopefully we're going to start getting at least an inkling of what's going on, because so far, it's been pleasant, but there's been nothing happening, really. So, yeah, I don't know what to expect. I guess that's the best thing we can do, is just enjoy ourselves, but keep an eye out, and listen, because more and more, things aren't quite adding up. Anyway, so Daru says, "Woo, Sanpo is so soothing, it's like the soul of Akiba."
Ignace.
By the time we got back to the lab, it's already dark. I'm about to head upstairs, all the while fending off the drowsiness of a full stomach when Mr. Braun pops out from his shop.
Oh, Okabe! Baito minakatta ka?
Okay, yeah, not good. Why didn't she come back?
No. Oh.
Has she still not come back after chasing them after 4 degrees Celsius?
そういえば見たような見なかったような。
たく、あいつ店ほっぽってどこ行ってんだか。
Yeah, that's really weird.
もし連絡があったら教えてくれ。
Yeah.
あ、わかった。
Just know I'm about to nod or receive a message. If this isn't her, we're trying to call her. Shining finger. Suzuha shows up on Metro News. Uh-oh. That can't be good.
No.
Okarin, どうしたん?
Yeah. She didn't get hit by a car, did she? I immediately turned on the large TV in front of me. Careful of that TV, boy. The Metro News just happens to be on when I adjust the DTTV tuner. Okay. Digital terrestrial television broadcasting. Analog broadcasting across cities nationwide was halted on July 24, 2011, with all services being moved to digital terrestrial television broadcasting. Okay. Oh, analog switching to digital. But is it digital terrestrial television, or is that like the fictional version of this one? Interesting. The text on the screen reads, "Robbery in Akihabara Shopping Center." 4 degrees Celsius. Upon seeing the criminal's mugshot, I unconsciously shout out loud.
犯人は住所不定無職の男性で、食べる金がなくてやった。スタンガンは秋葉原で盗んだものだが、人質を傷つける気はなかった、などと供述しており。
Uh-oh. The text then changes to viewer submitted. The photo on screen, likely taken by some passerby, has part-time warrior in it. She's facing off against 4 degrees Celsius, who has a stun gun pointed at...
Lukashi!
Hold fetch! What the heck is going on? The instant I see Lukako, I immediately dash out of the lab. Well, that went freaking south quickly. Fetch. Suza's probably been taken into questioning.
Lukako!
Yes, yes, yes. Are you okay?
大丈夫か？
はい。病院で検査は受けましたけど、怪我なんてほどじゃありませんでしたし。
Thank goodness. I can tell that Lukako's exhausted. In an attempt not to stress him out more than necessary, I try to ask him about the incidents as simple terms as possible. Real quick, calling people? Any part-time warrior especially? No? Fine. Lukako had come to Akihabara to do some shopping, and he was walking around the street. He came into contact with 4 degrees Celsius and his goons being chased by Suzaha. That's when they took him hostage. They hit Lukako with a stun gun and knocked him unconscious. Fetch. Ah! 4 degrees Celsius and his lot were apprehended by the cops thanks to Suzaha's efforts, but...
これから事情聴取に行かなきゃならなくて。だから、さみだれの素振りはできない。
Yeah, fetch, of course.
ルカ子、すまん。俺のせいでこんなことに。
なんで謝るんですか？岡部さんは何も悪くないですよ。
He's got a point. Okabe can't say that this is his fault, but the thing is, like, he feels accountable for everything that goes wrong now because he has a timely machine. That's dangerous.
俺がもう少ししっかりしていれば、こんなことには。
I'm sure Lukako had no clue what I'm talking about. But as the hero protecting Akihabara, I have a responsibility to uphold.
次は絶対俺がお前を守る。いいな。
はい。
I mean, but he is okay. Like, do we really need a time leap? Like, if anything, we just need to be more careful and remember the butterfly effect. Lukako flashes me a happy smile. After returning to the Brawn 2 workshop, I find Suzaha waiting out front with a tired expression on her face.
Okabe Rintara.
You okay?
ああ、帰ってたのか。
警官を巻くのに苦労したよ。
I bet. I totally forgot about Suzaha's abnormal distaste for the police.
漆原ルカはどうだった？
心配するな。ピンピンしてた。
そう、よかった。
Yeah, fetch. That's crazy. It's way past her work hours. She must have been waiting here to ask me about Lukako.
よりによって仲間に怪我させちゃうなんて。私、戦士失格だ。
それを言うなら、俺も正義の味方失格だ。鈴葉、シドはスタンガンを持ってたんだよな。
かなりでっかいやつ。まさか本当に使うなんて。
Yeah. Where did he get that? I'm guessing that's a restricted firearm. Even it's not even like really a firearm, but I'm sure it's restricted.
気にするな。次は使わせない。
次は？
Suzaha gives me a confused look as I walk up to the second floor.
おかえり。
マユリ、ただいま。
We're going back again, aren't we?
やっぱりその格好だね。
Now, one thing that's really interesting is so far this Okabe is the most like how I feel like I would be if I had a time limit machine. I would probably use it for what I would decide were great means, but I imagine that the means would start getting more and more petty, or it would spiral into itself a lot like this. So it's interesting. This timeline seems to be exploring what I would feel like would happen if I had a time leap machine. I'm sure Mayuri's already seen the news. She's the only one who understands what I'm trying to do.
指令ももう準備できてるよ。
Let's talk to that creepy thing again.
Oh.
I turned to talking Commander Alpaca, who Mayuri was playing with up until now.
アルパカ司令よ。俺は決めたんだ。正義のために再び過去へと向かうことを。
ス
Mm-hmm. Surprisingly, Commander Alpaca's voice recognition functions and responds properly.
お前は知っているか？正義が輝くためには悪が必要だということを。
Ooh, ironically, that is actually kind of a deep question if you think about it. Because, you know what Okabe is doing right now? I just like, I'm stupid because I just pieced it together, but think about this. By using his time loop machine in order to alter the past, in order to correct the world into what he believes will lead to the most peace and prosperity, he's doing what SERN does. Could this timeline end up resulting in Okabe somehow aligning himself with SERN, feeling like they might actually have a decent point when presented with the idea that the only thing they've done in the timeline of the Alpha world is exactly what he's doing, but on a larger scale. They see injustices, they see violence, they see corruption, they go back in time and they fix it. Granted, they obviously have left morals behind, but they sacrifice their morals for what they believe is a higher authority. The authority being that they have time machine and time travel, and that they are doing what is best for humanity as a whole. You know, the tried and true method of someone who has too much power, who then uses that power to take away people's free will for the greater good. Isn't Okabe effectively doing the same thing, just on a tiny scale of little instances through Akihabara? He takes away the ability for bad things to happen by understanding what they're going to be and preventing them. Ow, that sucks, because I can totally see wanting to be a good person and use this device as a good to do good. Like, I mean, Steinsgate originally, a lot of everything they were doing were just kind of experiments. They were just kind of trying to see what would happen, and that led to disaster after disaster. And in Zero, everything was out of like a necessity to keep like pointed towards Steinsgate, and even then it was kind of risky what they were doing. But here this is more about control. And unfortunately, Okabe has become what SERN probably started out like. For justice to truly shine, evil must exist. There has to be that choice. By continually going back in time and removing 40 degrees Celsius's ability to behave, to act in a certain way, inadvertently we could make things worse. But essentially what we're doing is we're eliminating his free will. We're removing his ability to make the terrible choices that he's willing to make. And is that right? That's the question. Is it right because we know what will happen? Is it our right to stop it? It actually brings back an interesting point, if you think about it too, is like, one of the biggest arguments I hear that makes the most sense for me for there to be an existence of a god and a powerful being, an omnipotent force out in the universe, is the idea that if such a being exists, they obviously must value the ability for choices, because otherwise there's no religious system that makes any sense. Because why would an all-powerful being allow people to be evil? Because that's kind of like omitting evil. And yet you can make an argument's case that if such a being were to coerce people into just being what was ideal and living up to the standards that are applied, why would that matter? Like, at that point it's just like a simulation, and a poor one at that. If existence has more meaning than simply being a stage of puppets to entertain some overbeing master, or the spontaneity of random chance, then this is kind of at the core of it, you know? And that's a lot of philosophy, and I'm not going to be like, oh, this is what I believe. And I think life's a journey about like exploring new ideas, but this is one I think is core. If you accept that free will is something to be treasured and protected, then you have to be able to allow for the fact that people in a system where people can be free are going to make bad choices. And if we cannot do anything, we cannot change that. We can establish punishments, but we can't stop it, because otherwise we would not be human anymore. Ow. Elbow.
そんなバカな。
No, he's got a point. He makes it sound like I'm eagerly waiting for evil to rear its ugly head out from the shadows. Am I really that terrible a person?
相変わらず腹立たしいやつめ。
I'm not going to let some dumb AI mislead me. I set the target for the time leap and put them in the headgear. Alpaca Man, hero of justice, once again travels back to the past. How far back are we going? Just 2 hours. Oh, he's gonna stop Suzuha?
なんじゃそれってあまねし
Oh.
人の食べ物を盗んだら死刑。それが鉄則なんだから。
Suzuha, wait.
どんなディストピアだよ。オカリン追いかけるオカリンどうしたん？電話取ったと思ったら急に笑い出したり。
My exaggerated laughing is an attempt to shake off how sick I feel after leaping through time.
転売では飽き足らず、今度は食い逃げ。挙句の果てにラボ面を傷つけるなど、許さん許さん！絶対に許さん！
傷つけるってどういうこと？
Yeah, you're just confusing, man. Here we go.
で、オカリンすでにいないし。
I feel bad for Daru, but I can't transform into Alpaca Man unless I'm working solo. I rush to the center of Akihabara. Alright, hero of
駅まで
justice.
もう少し。風を拾うな。
You like the wind? Oh, it's 4 degrees Celsius.
左足がつってる。足が。諦めるな。バイラルアタッカーズだろ。
I feel like the guy who does the voice for 4 degrees Celsius, I have to look, it sounds familiar.
シド、あと何メートル？
そこまでだよ。
追いつかれた。
Oh, she had a bike, of course she did. Suzuha casually hops off her bike, having taken a back route to circle around them.
脱走者の追跡ルートをシミュレートしておいてよかった。
脱走者？
Yeah, what?
いざという時のために準備しておくんだ。裏切られて奴らに情報が渡るとまずいからね。
はっ、てめえ一人で政府とでも戦う気か？
Kinda.
私はね、世界を救うんだよ。
中二病だな。
Shunibyo. We know what this one is, but I always mispronounce it. Literally, 8th grade syndrome, a term referring to the mindset exhibited primarily by teenage males, also used as a derogatory term to refer to older people who still exhibit this mindset. Characterized by an affected attitude of nihilism or cynicism, extreme self-centeredness, delusions of power or superiority, and a consuming fear of being treated like a child. The person exhibiting these symptoms believes that they are cool, I like it's in quotes, but most observers find them pathetic. Chunibyo, which is often abbreviated Chuni, also refers to the fictional tropes that teenage males often enjoy, such as ancient conspiracies, superpowers, especially powers sealed in the character's eye or arm, in Norse mythology, battles to the fate of the multiverse, etc. The consummate Chunibyo case will work such elements into his own personal backstory, and Okabe is a textbook example. Yes, he is, and we love him for it anyway. Like you want to talk.
ということで、食い逃げ犯覚悟だよ。
はっ、女一人で何ができる？行くぞ！
At 4 degrees Celsius to command, 5 degrees Celsius, and 6 degrees Celsius leap towards Suzuha. and get obliterated.
Eek!
Eek! What was that? Blech.
あ、もう終わり?
That was really, really fast. And they're swiftly defeated.
そんなんじゃ、一人前の戦士とは呼べないね。
Yeah, I know, right?
くそかくなる上は
Oh! Fetch! That's terrifying. Oh, it's so scary. No, Luca, go! Lukako and Miri just happened to be passing by, and 4°C attacks them. After grabbing Lukako's body from behind, he sticks the stun gun against his white neck. He's being held hostage.
卑怯者!
フローゼン
As if to show off its power, sparks fly from the stun gun. It's so loud when that happens in real life. Like, I've only seen one once, but like, they're freaking loud.
こいつがアウトオブガン中か俺の理性にサイドブレーキはないんだぜ
Uh-huh. The part-time warrior bites her lip in disgust. But with two people now taken hostage, there's not much she can do.
物分かりがいいじゃねえかおいみんな
おうさっきの借り返させてもらうぜ
Uh-oh.
須藤さんみんな乱暴はダメだよ
Please stop. The part-time warrior doesn't move a muscle. She's never betrayed her friends. Lukako tries to flee from 4°C in an attempt to stop Suzuha from getting beaten up. And in the process, 4°C uses his stun gun on him, resulting in Lukako being knocked unconscious. That's what's supposed to happen. But I reject that future. Here he comes! Here he comes!
Huh?
A voice erupts from the unexpected direction. Everyone turns to a phone booth in the side alley. Now hang on. This might be the better picture. I don't know which one I like more. This one or the other one. Dang it, wait a second. That thing's 900,000 volts? Fetch! No wonder that dropped Lukako. It could have killed him. He had a heart condition. The curtains fly open and appearing from within is...
なんだ
俺の名前は
Alpaca Man! Do it with me, everyone. Summoned by the heavens. Gotta... Summoned by the earth. Summoned by the Andes. I need to just memorize this. The mysterious hero born from Akiba's womb. I'll never get tired of this. It's Alpaca Man! He's almost doing a dab.
Alpaca Man さん
And then Mayuri's gonna get super excited.
やった
またてめえか
As 4°C dumbfounded reaction exposes him as a true fool. Sorry, but I don't have time to waste on petty villains.
貴様などバンク演出で十分だ
Stock footage? What? Is you talking about like an anime thing? This term is used to describe scenes in anime or hero shows that are repeated across every episode. These sequences can be rendered in high quality because finishing them early takes the pressure off the staff while also lowering the overall cost of production. So that's stuff like transformation scenes or this introduction of Alpaca Man. I like how it's like actually referencing this as stock footage. That's great.
くらえアルパカセブンギアの一つサルサー P38
P38? Alright, what's P38? Isn't that the same thing? A water gun loaded with salsa capable of firing long-range shots. Because it's a model gun, it looks nothing like a water pistol. By changing the liquid it discharges, one can mix and match different effects. Cool, but dangerous if it actually looks like a real gun, because people could react to that very strongly. My moves are fluid like water thanks to my many repeated attempts over different time leaps. Also, he's actually done this many times. There's no way the 4 degrees Celsius can react fast enough. In mere seconds, I managed to remove the salsa from my coat and pulled the trigger. The salsa from the P-38 rains down upon 4 degrees Celsius. His body is drenched in red liquid, almost as though he's had to spit. He has spit up blood.
なんじゃこりゃ
Yeah, I know, right?
アンデスの恵みを知れ特製サルサソースだ
Oh boy.
なめたまねすると人質が
おっとそのあたりでやめておいた方がいい
Yeah, why? What's he
その
doing?
ソースは電解質そのまま使うと自爆するぞ
That's a lie! The electrolytes have nothing to do with combustibility. A substance that produces an electrically conductive solution when dissolved in polar solvents. Electrolytes are capable of holding electric current. Yeah. Okay. Electrolytes is salt, effectively. It's a body that you put into a liquid. Like that's kind of what the benefit of something like Gatorade gives you. The electrolytes is simply a liquid form of effectively a saline. It's a type of a liquid that has a salt content that's clean that your body can easily use. And when you sweat a lot, you leach a lot of sweat, a lot of salt through your pores. And so Gatorade does something to counter that. If you drink just water when you've been exercising a lot, you're going to find yourself getting drained because of the excess salt loss. Electrolytes replenish that stock. And Gatorade was a not super unique, but the method of it is to introduce to you the salty boosting water in a way that's palatable instead of drinking something that tastes salty. He obviously doesn't understand science very much, because in order to do enough to conduct enough electricity, he would still have to have the arc of the stun gun touch a patch of the salsa that's on his skin, and even then it wouldn't likely be that bad. Well, I guess that stun gun maybe, because apparently it can knock you out. That is very powerful, so like it would be a bad idea, but I mean, he can't be covered with so much of it unless his aim was specifically on the stun gun, but even then, like, the chances are pretty far-fetched, honestly. The stun gun in his hands is covered in salsa. Okay, so that's what happened. He aimed for the stun gun. So now it would be a lot more dangerous to operate, but not impossible. Try as he might, it's not easily removed. His weapon's been rendered useless.
Alpaca Man! Sugoi yo!
Aww. See, 4 degrees Celsius throws the now useless stun gun aside.
てめえら覚えてろ
おっと、どこに逃げる気かな?
Oh yeah, that's the one thing you didn't think about. Suzuha's unchained now.
悪い指導またやられちまった
She got us again.
いつの間に
私の仲間に危害を加えようとするなんていい度胸だね。
Oh yeah.
鈴葉さん、僕は大丈夫でしたし。ダメだよ。こういうのは体で覚えさせてあげないと。
Oh no. Don't kill them. Suzuha's as calm as can be, her tone akin to a dog trainer or something. And that calmness is exactly what's so terrifying. Yeah. Oh.
お祈りは先に済ませたかな?
Have you said your prayers yet? No, fetch. Better run. She's coming. She's gonna get you. And then she's gonna have to run for the cops. With a swoosh, Suzuha's leg swings around. Pathetic 4 degrees Celsius. Hopefully you can learn from this experience and wash your hands of this lifestyle. And so the sun sets on another day where we head back to the Brown Tube workshop.
いやー、すごいんだよ、アルパカマン。
Awesome.
あれは訓練された人間の動きだったね。まるで相手の次の動きが見えてるみたいだったよ。
Yeah, sure.
ああ、そうかそうか、そりゃすごい。
Oh man, that voice acting's so good. He's like, he's so pleased with himself.
いいなあ、憧れちゃう。私もいつかアルパカマンになろうかな。
Honestly, Suza would make a great one.
やめとけ。
店長。
Yeah, the reckoning. Part-time warrior's expression freezes instantly. Mr. Braun's eyes are filled with murderous intent, and no doubt due to Suzaha's abandoning of work.
ごめんなさい。店番してたら目の前に食い逃げが現れて。
食い逃げ？そいつはもしかしてあいつのことか？
Mr. Braun points inside the store. There's a TV stolen inside the Braun Tube workshop, weirdly enough. And on the screen is 4 degrees Celsius.
犯人は住所不定無職の男で、食べる金がなくてやった。スタンガンは秋葉原で盗んだものだが、人質を傷つける気はなかった、などと供述しています。
Interesting. Okay. So, like, I like how they point out that the culprit's a man with no residence or occupation. So, no residence. Is he literally living on the street? You know, he acts all tough, but maybe his life is really crap right now. But how does he have money to buy stuff then? Doesn't make any sense. Did it because I didn't have any money for food?
そう、あいつ食い逃げするなんて本当にとんでもない犯罪者だよね。
そう言うなって。食べる金もないってんだからよっぽど困ってたんだろう。
A tough spot. The report on TV continues almost as if they're answering my question.
最近この犯人のようにネットカフェで寝泊まりする20代の貧困層の数が増えています。
Oh, wow. Really? An installation where users can come pay money to access the internet, also known as internet cafes. Many net cafes in Japan also double as manga cafes.
一部情報によりますと、犯人は転売屋に雇われて朝から行列に並ぶなどして日払いの仕事で生活費を稼いでいたという話もあり。
Wow.
好きで盗みは働くやつなんていねえ。
That is a good wake-up call for you, Okabe.
あいつだって社会の被害者なんだよ。
Crap, I feel bad for him now. 4 degrees Celsius wasn't acting like a villain because he wanted to. I don't know, the railnet thing he did. He ran from Sanpo today because he didn't have money. And he didn't have money because I interfered with his job at the scalper. If he'd been able to earn a paycheck there, he wouldn't have had to commit the crime. Which makes me the reason why he did all this.
正義が輝くには悪が必要だ。
Commander Alpaca is right. As a hero of justice, I punished the villainous 4 degrees Celsius. But was that something I actually had to do? With the time leap machine, couldn't I have just prevented him from resorting to crime in the first place? Instead of trying to be a hero of justice, shouldn't I try to aim for a world that doesn't need one? A world where evil isn't born in the first place?
Okari.
That's dangerous though, that's what SERN does.
わあ、マユリか。
I didn't even notice her standing behind me.
また行くの？
I don't know.
ああ、
また正義の味方になりに行くんだね。
今度は悪いやつを助けるために行くんだ。
わかってる。やっぱりオカリンは優しいね。
Aw, Mary. Hearing her just lay it out there like that is kind of embarrassing for me. I awkwardly ignore her comment and wave.
またな、マユリ。
I remove my Alpaca mask and equip the headgear. What do we gotta do? It's time to defeat the true evil. What, society? Yeah, we're definitely going back to the beginning again to try and like the game thing. So what, you gonna find that perfect route the video games always have? The summer sunlight has yet to start warming the air. The lively chirps of sparrows in the early morning are like music to my ears.
あ、おかりんおじさん、おはようございます。すごく早いですね。
よし、早速行くぞ。
Yep.
あ、はい。
Let's go early.
岡部いいか？苗を泣かせるようなことがあったら、ただじゃおかねえぞ。最初から最後までちゃんと面倒見ろよ。
Yes, sir.
約束する。
I don't want to see Nai cry. That's why I started a series of time loops to begin with. Yes. There's already a long line in front of the Yodobashi camera. Logically thinking, most of them must be part-timers hired by the scalper.
最後尾はあっちだ。行くぞ。
本当に買えるかな？
I think so.
俺たちは大丈夫だ。
え、そうなの？
Mm-hmm. I am, but we're gonna be the only ones who can. Part-time warrior. Right. Haven't eaten anything. Decisive battle, so close. Can't afford to collapse. Can I have a couple noodles? Oh, hang on. And I don't know, a cup of noodles, just don't eat mine. Seems the best. There aren't going to be enough for the kids lined up behind us. I refuse to accept this.
ない。ちょっとトイレ行ってくる。
Okay, so what are we gonna do exactly? I leave Nai in the line and rush towards the station.
頼む、スーパーハッカー。転売屋の情報を調べてくれ。
だからスーパーハッカーだっての。そもそもなんで僕がそんなこと。
報酬はルカ子の使用済み旅だ。
Are you serious? Lukako's?
やらせていただきます。
Oh my gosh, no.
それでこそ変態。
Choking like a true perv.
違うよ。変態という名の紳士だよ。
Right. Before the time leap, I had Daru look up the address of the scalper. They're a true mastermind behind this. If I crush their organization, I can avoid a situation in which those children don't get a copy of the game. I wonder if we're really going to explore butterfly effect. Like, what if this person's a scalper just because he's in debt to the Yukaza or something? But in order to do that, I need to obtain info about them.
でもそんな簡単にわかるのか。
とりあえずタブオクで軽い質問メール送ってみたけど、お、レス来た。
Yeah.
さすがに定型文だと返答も早いよ。で、ヘッダーは、お、生 IP いただきました。すでに旅の匂いが漂ってきたお。くんかくんかくんか。
Creepy, man, but yeah, their naked IP. Internet protocol is often used to refer to an IP address as well. An IP address is a numerical label attached to each device connected to a LAN network. Internet protocol is what is necessary to make sure that back and forth between IPs happen. Yep. Daru's only just started hacking, and yet the CPU is already clocked up. I don't know what he intends to do with Lukako's used socks, but as long as they keep time leaping, I won't ever have to find out. You poor super hacker.
よーし、いい子だ。うまくいったらお家でキスしてやるからな。そのままそのまま。ビンゴ！
Right.
住所判明きたこれ。
Uh-huh.
お、早いな。
That was fast. It's really easy when you got an unsecure
ウィザー
network.
ド級のハッカーを舐めてもらっては困るよ。
Don't underestimate a wizard. You're not a wizard yet, you're not 30.
さすが味噌汁童貞。魔法を使えるなんて。
I like how I still know exactly what he's talking about. I got 30 years.
違うっつーの。まあ荷物のやり取りもあるし、そんなに隠しても仕方ないんだと思われ。
Exactly. Valid point. They're probably shopping out goods from that location. Shipping out goods from that location.
で、どうする？
どうするって？
こういう組織って叩けば埃が出るのが普通っつうか。セキュリティはザルだし、メールボックスくらいはすぐに覗けるんじゃね？
Oh, wow.
ちょっと探せばすぐヤバめな資料出てくると思うけど。
Dang.
ダル、やってしまうがいい。秋葉に救う悪の組織をこれ以上のさばらせてはおけんのだ。
Right. So, what's the plan, Okabe? I know what I'm doing isn't exactly something to brag about. Infiltration, illegal hacking. But in the name of justice, I've decided to get my own hands dirty. Like I'm telling you, it's the philosophy of SERN. You're inadvertently going to create that organization at this rate. Dang. Radio Kakan stands tall before my very eyes. Okay. So we are in the Alpha World line. An 8-story tenant building near Akihabara Station known as a Radicon contains a variety of computer and hobby shops. On the 7th floor of the plate that reads birthplace of the personal computer. Okay, hang on. The time machine should be sitting right there. Gonna crash into the building. Suzuha's here, time machine's not. Did she somehow move the time machine? Did it leave without her? Or what? What's happening? How is this here? This is where the scalper's warehouse is. Summoned by the heavens. Summoned by the earth. Summoned by the Andes. The mysterious hero born from Akiba's womb.
Alpaca Man, Sanjo!
It's Alpaca Man. That guy's whispering. I put on my alpaca mask, quietly introduced myself, and entered the building. It's already been a year since that satellite fell from the sky. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. Yeah, that's right. This is technically like in the timeline that we see Steinsgate 0 happening. It's gone now, but the building's tenants are still being forced to suspend their businesses. That said, there's one office and warehouse still in use. Scalper must have gotten a hold of them. What is happening? I really wanted the miso one. Calories unlocked. Get some sleep. Gotta go in. What? If you're that hungry, you want me to treat you to something? Oh, that's nice. What, you're gonna sleep again? Or... What? You have to work at Bronte Workshop today? No, like, I'll treat you, Suzuha. I like you. We'd totally buy you food. Apparently, they've been renting the warehouse since winter last year. I finally reached my target. I don't like this hallway. This hallway has bad memories. There's a numerical lock on the door. Thanks to Daro's actual ace hacking, I already know the code. I unlocked the door after inputting the correct sequence. I push it open and... Inside the warehouse are stacks of games and dojin just waiting to be purchased at a high price. A quick glance revealed a stack of illegal copies of DVDs as well. When Daro hacked into their email, we found out that the scalper is also selling illicit copies of software. If the contents of this warehouse were made public, there'd be no way for them to continue doing business. I quickly removed the items I'd prepared for this very moment.
Alpaca 7 gear. Salsado snake.
What? An improved version of the future gadget number 4, Mode Snake. Oh, okay. Isn't that the one that does the, like, smoke stuff? I take a breath to calm myself before flipping the switch on Salsad Snake. Yeah. Smoke gushes out, tripping the alarms and radio Kaikon. The sprinklers begin to spray water down from the ceiling, soaking the entire inventory of the warehouse. The police and fire department should be on their way, thinking there's some sort of fire. And when they do, they'll catch wind of this illegal DVDs. Uh-oh. What the fetch? What? Hi? What is happening?
おい、なんだお前は。
Did she follow us? A silhouette comes running down the hallway in pursuit of Mayuri. She's on the verge of becoming a hostage again? And wait, isn't that the person who was hanging out cash for the folks in line in Yodobayashi? Uh-oh. Normally this is where I'd use my alpaca power to fight, but I have no idea what the future has in store. Plus, if there's any chance Mayuri's being captured, I'm not sure what I can do here.
Mayuri! Hack!
I grab her hand and rush down the hallway as fast as I can. The scalper tries to give chase, but...
これ待て！お前、商品になってこと！うわ！さあ、火を消さないと商品が乗れる！
The man is engulfed in the smoke from Salsad's snake and can't move. The smoke contains irritants derived from salsa. Why salsa? Once it finds its way into your system, it's impossible to act normally. Oh, that sounds horrible. And unlike the mold snake, it's extremely difficult to remove the source.
計画通り。逃げるぞ、マユリ。
Yeah, let's go. I rush down the stairs, grasping the hand of my hostage Mayuri, far, far away from the evil organization. We continue running further. We'll run as far as it takes. Mission complete. Part-time warrior. Your offering, I'd be happy to accept. Yay! Let's go give her some food. The front of the station is crowded with fire trucks and curious onlookers as I walk by alone. Having safely extracted Mayuri, my mission is complete. It's now the police's responsibility to punish the culprit in question. Hopefully.
あ、おかりおじさん、遅いよ。ずっと帰ってこなくて寂しかったんだよ。
Aww.
はは、悪い悪い。
変。
Hey.
ニヤニヤして反省全然してない。
Well, yeah. Having fulfilled my mission as Alpaca Man, of course I'm grinning.
だからどういうことだよ。
Uh-oh. Nana's face freezes in reaction to the loud voice coming from behind us.
だから倉庫がやられて資金もやばそうだから今日の仕事は中止解散ってことで。中止で済むか。俺たちは朝から並んでんだぞ。
そうだそうだ。せめてバイト代をよこせ。
Yeah, will this really fix anything though? The scalper had made his way from the scene of the fire and is going around canceling purchases.
だからお前らが並んでも何の儲けも出せない。そっちの都合なんてノープロブレムだなあみんな。
I hear voices of approval ringing out from elsewhere in the line. And in the blink of an eye, the scalper is completely surrounded. Fetch. He has no chance of winning. After spending some time arguing back and forth, he eventually pays them for their time they spent in line and they leave the area. That is kind of a happy ending in a way.
分かってこんなのどう説明すりゃいいんだ。
Oh, yeah, see, now he's gonna get in trouble.
今日が期限締めなのにこれじゃリーダーが。
The scalper mutters to himself as he passes by us. Part of me pities him, but he brought this upon himself.
おかりおじさん、今の人。
Mm-hmm.
ああ、あいつは悪者だからな。天罰が下るべくして下ったのだ。
ううん、そうじゃなくて。
Oh, you know him?
あの人、どこかで見た気がするの。
What? What? There's a hint of anxiety in Nana's voice. We arrive back at the Brontoon workshop, RailNet AB3D in hand. Not fair, that's what he's saying. Urgent miasma alert. Oh yeah, I remember. The miasma is already encroaching on Nakano. If this keeps up, the entire town will be absorbed in the realm of rot. I don't know if this afternoon mission will be possible. Wait, didn't we have a chance to respond to this last time?
ただいまー。お父さん、ただいまー。あれいない？
Crap. So he's somehow involved with the Rounders. What are the Rounders doing scalping games? That's strange. Don't tell me. What if the scalper was taking those games because of some kind of time travel control thing? Like the same thing Okabe is doing, but like some greater scheme that was prevented but now has been undone. Ooh, the previous world line, he was in such a great mood after we got back that he even gave me a bonus. Maybe our timing's a little off? Or...
お父さん、私を置いてどこか行ったの？
Doubt it.
大丈夫だって。きっと買い物にでも出かけたんだろう。
That's weird.
本当に？
This is weird. Oh, I don't like it.
おお、きっとな。
This game is making me more and more unsettled. Like, that's the thing. It's like it's been super goofy and fun, but there's just this wrongness that's happening, and I don't know what it is. I do my best to erase her mind, to ease her mind a little, not erase it. But time just keeps ticking by.
ねえ、岡部倫太郎、そろそろ家に送った方がいいんじゃない？
Yeah, there's something wrong here. Really wrong. Alright, the open holiday starts today. After tomorrow, so I like to prepare some items. Yeah, future chicken and banana. I swore he said that earlier in the day than us getting this now.
そうだな。
Crap. Nah, continues to stare at her game in silence. Despite finally getting what she wanted, was so excited for it, her expression is anything but cheerful. And that's because Mr. Bronze doesn't come back. Isn't she the daughter who's so cute you can't stop staring at her? Was your doting affection that shallow? Or maybe... Wait, who's talking to us? Like there's like partial words, maybe of Okabe. And who is that though? Kind of sounded like Moeka? Or perhaps... But nah, I don't think it could be Kurisu. If I take the same course of action, then this world line should technically progress in the exact same way as the previous one. Before the time leap, it's a fact that Mr. Braun was at home. In other words, the reason why he hasn't come yet is because of my actions.
Okabe-kun.
Okay, no, that is just Moeka.
Whoa!
I jumped up in surprise at the voice suddenly coming from behind me.
Shining Finger! いつの間に?
さっきから。
Oh, wow.
なんと! お前、よく訓練された動きだな。
Yes. Oh, Moeka. Shining Finger ignores my words and silently thrusts herself onto me. Right after that, I receive a message. I heard a commit. What? No. No, that doesn't make any sense. Why would he do that? No. Wait a second. The last time in Steinsgate when he did that, it was because he failed the Rounders, and that was like to protect his family. There's no... Why would hitting the scalper affect the... Wait a minute, there's two businesses in the building, aren't there? The other business must have been affected too. And if that was the Rounders, maybe, but still, what the fetch? Yeah, fetch! Yeah, Okabe! Freaking, we gotta go back to original. What? What is this?
お父さん?
Fetch! Nai murders herself and I rush into the shop. It's the Metropolitan Local News. The text on screen reads, Suicide in Akiba. Jumper in front of an Akibara station.
死亡が確認されたのは30代から40代とみられる男性で、警察では現在身元の確認を急いでいます。
A photo of the victim is displayed on screen along with text. Viewer submitted. In the center of the picture is in question is a man wearing a familiar apron collapsed in front of the station. It's Mr. Braun. Fetch! Turn it off, man!
No!
I hold Naya close and try to shield her from seeing the news on TV around us.
大丈夫だからな。
Fetch. Cry erupts from her small body like some kind of explosion. Her tears don't stop. I once again failed to keep my promise. Fetch. Jeez, that went out of control quick. Mr. Braun had no relatives. Someone he was close to on the Commerce Committee is going to be taking charge of all funeral-related matters. Nah is going to be sent to a foster care facility, but there's no way we can just leave her alone while she waits for the social workers to come. Jeez. After discussing it with the part-time warrior, she agrees to spend the night with Na.
頼んだぞ。
Yeah, I know, right? Fetch.
任せといて。こういうのには慣れてるから。
She's used to this? Will I ever get used to the seemingly endless cycle?
元気出しなよ。岡部倫太郎。
ああ。ありがとう。
Redo! After expressing my gratitude to her, I head back. The caller's Daru.
もしもし。守備はどうだ？
大枠は把握した感じかな。
Right. Daru returned ahead of me, and after telling him about what went down, I had him look into the truth of the matter.
オカリンの予想通り、転売ヤーの PC ハックしてメールボックスを検索したら、天王寺優吾がヒットした。
Oh boy. Everything had changed this time revolved around the scalper. So if that's what changed Mr. Braun's fate, then...
どうもブラウン店長、転売屋の元締めだったらしいね。
Oh wow.
そうか。
I had always wondered how Mr. Braun was able to keep his little shop open considering the lack of business. But if he had another face like Daru said, it all makes sense.
メールを漁っていくと、それだけじゃなくて、ラウンダーとかいう組織に上納金を納めなきゃいけないとか。
He was paying them? They weren't even paying him?
どうも転売がラウンダーの資金源になってたっぽいね。で、今日の夕方が期限だったらしい。
Oh wow.
だからそれまでに資金を調達しないと、どんな目に遭わされてもおかしくないって。
やっぱり自殺じゃないんだな。
No.
ナエちゃんを残してくなんて無理っしょ。
No, me neither. It's all connected. The reason why Mr. Braun couldn't listen to his beloved daughter's request. The reason why he showed sympathy for 4 degrees Celsius despite his actions. And finally, the reason why he left Naya behind and fell from the roof. Mr. Braun wasn't an underling distributing cash at Yodobashi. He was in charge of it all. If he had actually been there, he would have at least known that the scalpers gotten their hands on RailNet AB3D, if nothing else.
でもそのラウンダーってのがどういう組織かさっぱり手がかりがないんだを。見た感じ、ある種の秘密結社っぽいっつうか。
Dang. The Rounders?
するとやはり悪の秘密組織の陰謀なわけないよな、ジョーコ。オカリン、ラウンダーって何か知ってる？
It's ironically right, but dang, where have I heard that name? What was it again?
オカリン、あれ、聞こえてる？
There's something real wacky going
オカ
on.
リン。
おあ、大丈夫だ。
I wonder if the brain scan memory modification the professor uses in Zero is effectively what's going on here. What if CERN? Because like, what if CERN and the Rounders had that technology instead of the American government?
残念だけど、今自分にできるのはこのくらいだからね。じゃ、また明日。
Right.
あ、またな。
Fetch. I pull myself together and hang up the phone. My gaze is set on the sky as I slowly walk down the street. I just wanted to prevent Nai from crying. That's why I wanted to punish the man who caused her tears, 4 degrees Celsius. But even he was just a victim of society. He didn't die in a dash or help the scalpers because he wanted to. That's why I turned my attention to what I thought was the true evil, the scalper. But now Mr. Braun's dead. I made Nai cry yet again. But worse, honestly. Sure, there are all kinds of ways I could avoid this. I could always try and defeat the evil organization behind the scalper, the Rounders. Or I could just give up on the other children and line up earlier. But is that really the right thing to do? Am I really certain that such a choice wouldn't just bring misfortune raining down upon someone else? If Nai and I get our hands on the game, then that means that someone else out there won't. Changing the future means choosing to save someone at the expense of another person. It means choosing to bring misfortune to another human being. Do I have the right to do that? No.
あんまり深刻になるなよ。たかがゲームだろ。
Alright, Mr. Fourth Wall Breaker.
お前に俺の何がわかる！
I give it into anger and throw the controller, resetting the game. Commander Alpaca vanishes from the screen.
お前に俺の何が
Nothing. There's no way he'd know anything about me. Heck, even I don't know what to do. What's my next move? The lesser of 3 evils? Let the scalper win? I didn't expect to hear those words.
何言ってるんだ。苦しいわけなんて。
よく聞いて。人質のマユシーをオカリンは何回も助けてくれたんだよ。
Does she remember? Does she have reading Steiner or something?
それは絶対に間違ってないんだよ。だからオカリンは正義の味方なのです。マユシーが保証します。
What a standard to be trying to uphold.
だから苦しむ必要なんてないんだよ。
そうか。
I didn't want to be a hero of justice. The slow and ditzy Miuri. The Miuri who always manages to get herself caught by the villains. I just wanted to save her. She's one of my cherished lab mems. Saving one's friend is justice in its most basic.
ありがとう。
どういたしまして。
Miuri bows deeply.
ねえ、オカリン。その代わり、お願いしていいかな。
I can't help but think of the Bible verse, you know, where greater love hath no man than this, and he will lay down his life for his friends. Fetch, Okabe. You're just cursed.
マユシーはナエちゃんを助けてあげてほしいのです。
Yeah, we got to at least do that.
ああ、わかってる。
My justice is right here. Mayuri's wish is my wish. That's why. I tear off my alpaca mask and equip the headgear. And return to the past as a hero of justice. And things are already spiraled out of control. Man, it's only going to get worse from here, isn't it? But I think that's a good place for us to stop. We have to see and confront the consequences of meddling with things and understanding like what it really means to make changes. He learned a lot of good stuff there, but I have a feeling that we're just barely at the tip of the iceberg when it comes to all of this, especially now that he knows about the rounders. And again, like I said, like it feels like his memory has been modified somehow. That something has definitely changed. So what could have caused that and why? Could have been a rounder's tactic, but why would they let him keep a time machine? I don't get it. But regardless, it is time for us to move on. So thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel. As always, it's a pleasure having you. Keep in mind, if you haven't yet, there's a great Discord group you can join. The link's in the description down below. It's a real good place to just meet up and talk about this stuff, especially if you want to chat spoilers with people and kind of share what you think about various topics. It's a good place to go. You can chat with me. You can also like hide chat from me in the spoiler zones. Like it's everything's there. And I guess most importantly, just keep being you, keep being awesome. I look forward to reading your thoughts. Keep reading visual novels, leave me recommendations, and importantly, just continue to enjoy these stories. Life-changing stories, really. And really deep. I'm going to have to think about this episode for a while. Like, I can tell I'm going to be thinking about this one all week. So I'll get my thoughts all together and we'll see what we're going to do. But that's all for now. So until the next video, watching me, happy to see me in next. I'll see you there.